Hey all, here at OS Reviews. As consumer electronics continue to mature, we're starting to see more and more smart, connected, everyday products, whether that's a smart light, a refrigerator, a washing machine, or even a microwave in Amazon's case. But today we're taking a look at a smart water bottle. It's a concept that we've been seeing a few times already over the past year. We checked out one that's called the G1. It's a smart water bottle that can be connected to your phone using Bluetooth, and it tells you the temperature of the water. It also reminds you to drink more water throughout the day. And we also saw Xiaomi's version that was called the Mocha. The version here is marketed for kids. It's called the Gululu, and it's also the most expensive smart water bottle yet. It sells for about 150 bucks. Part of the reason is because it has a built-in display. So for kids, to motivate them to drink more water, you have essentially a Tamagotchi-like character or sprite that's integrated onto the water bottle. It becomes happier, it can grow and become alive if you are drinking more water. And there are sensors on board as well that can supposedly tell the difference between drinking water and just dumping the water out. So we'll have to see if that is accurate or not. And as we are unboxing this right now, let us know in the comments below. Does it sound like a good idea, or do you think at a certain point there are devices that shouldn't be connected to the internet or shouldn't be connected to our smartphones? Well, the packaging here again is very colorful. We have various stickers as well for kids to customize the bottle. The world that they live in is supposedly called Planet Ema. And wow, that is a very thick user manual that includes all the safety and warranty information. You rarely see documents this thick in this day and age. It kind of is a throwback. And we have just the water bottle. It does seem to have a charging pin on the back using magnets, like a smartwatch now. So it looks like we have the cable inside of the water bottle. And of course, this is a proprietary connection, so make sure you don't lose this. Otherwise, you'll be in a little bit of trouble. So the seal here seems to be pretty tight. We can close up the bottle, and there's also a switch that we can use to lock everything together. When we want to, we can flip this open to access the drinking mechanism, and then just close it up again. It's spring assisted. And then on the other side, we have also a lanyard kind of strap. Here just next to a clean canteen, which is a insulated water bottle. Here it is next to a regular plastic one-time use water bottle that this is trying to get rid of. So in terms of size, not too different there. So here's the initial boot. Indeed, there is a speaker on the bottom that's quite loud. Again, the display is sandwiched underneath this plastic shell on the outer layer, so it does have a little bit of glare. And the screen itself isn't touch sensitive. The bottle itself is made out of a polycarbonate plastic that insulates, again, the temperature of the drink on the inside. A little bit longer here to start on the first boot.
Work for full functions.
So it's telling us to download the app and then connect to the network for the full functions. We have a menu here. There's a little bit of power remaining. It says to switch, we would slide our hand on the side of the bottle. So that is kind of strange. There is a carousel that we can slide through by just swiping on the edge, and then we can swipe up as well. And to select, maybe just tap on the main key there. To choose, indeed, we just tap on the key, and then to exit, we shake the bottle. Alright, so moving over to the app component next, it's simply called Gululu. The first time that you log into the app, you do need to sign up with an email. It's going to ask for the parent to do that, and it's going to send you an activation code. Afterwards, you enter the child's kind of age and their weight, and based on that, it's going to determine how much water they should be drinking each day. Finally, you have to set up a name for the bottle, and you're able to select one of the avatars or characters. It's going to try to connect to the nearest Gululu based on your location services, and now it's confirming. And after it is connected, it will automatically sync that information from your account profile over to the bottle.
Hello, I'm Ninji.
So the next time that you reboot the water bottle, everything will be updated, including Wi-Fi, as well as the avatar that you chose. The reboot process takes about 2 to 3 minutes, so in the meantime, on the app, they also give you a few videos to watch, such as the origins of this water universe. And then the interface just shows your sprite in the same size as on the water bottle, as well as how much water it's consumed out of 45 milliliters, kind of how you rank historically, as well as your overall habit score that can grow or shrink depending on how much you drink the water. There's also a school mode that we can tap on, we can turn this on. It will be silent, so it's not going to have the speaker turn on. And over here, there's a water line that's going to slowly rise all the way to the top, depending on how much water we consume. And tapping on pets and friends are a way to interact with other users of Gululu, such as other water bottles that are either nearby, that you can, share, and then tap the bottles together to kind of create a community. Levels you have to actually unlock by drinking water whenever it prompts you to, in order to get to access more characters as well as more games and functions. So in that sense, it is very similar to, again, something like a Tamagotchi pet, which is a virtual pet that you may have on your keychain on your backpack. So it's not something that you'll be doing a ton of specific gaming with. For instance, it isn't really arcade style games or anything like that. The accelerometers are pretty good at detecting whether you're just dumping water in or washing it versus actually drinking the water. Now, the reason why it tells you after you drink, they want you to put the bottle on a flat table is because that's when the water is able to be level, and on the inside there's a sensor that actually detects, how much water is remaining. So it remembers maybe the previous mark, and now you've drank maybe 10 milliliters. It's going to record that difference, and it's going to show up on both the display here as well as on the app when the parent looks at it. Otherwise, in terms of battery life and endurance, it will last you for about 3 to 4 days of use before you need to recharge it again, and charging it takes about 3 hours using the included cable that we had. Some final remarks. I would say that overall I do think this is a very clever idea, and I think that children will definitely be more excited about drinking water to try and keep their virtual pets inside the bottles alive. The sensor is very accurate at detecting how much water has shifted. It's a great way to track and monitor that data, and the overall construction of the bottle, the concept are all very good. Slight downsides would be the price. I do find $120, for a water bottle to be definitely expensive. If you lose it, if your child loses it, it's again basically $120. So that is something to consider. Although perhaps that's why they also give you those stickers so that you can try and customize it and make it stand out among other bottles that children may have around the classroom, for instance. It's almost like a competition now, especially if you have maybe 2 or 3 children, to see who can drink the most water. Thanks for watching this video here at OS Reviews. That's been our hands-on look at the Gululu Go Smart Connected Water Bottle.